what I'm saying is something has to be amazing.
Yeah.
Because they have that reminder.
Yeah.
And we don't have that.
I know.
Like
it's true.
there's never a time that some woman was like, my vagina's just whack.
Yeah.
What do I look like though? What's it? Your lighting? Is it good?
The lighting is great. You're gonna look beautiful.
Okay, just want to make sure. I don't play that shit. People be sending me clips looking gray sometimes.
Oh my god! Yeah.
I'm like, I'm black.
Clips.
Color me.
That's,
Like color
color
me
grading
in.
issues, dude.
Welcome to Worthless Clowns, podcast about how stupid we all are. I'm Brittany Cardwell. My Instagram's Bertonis Cardwell.
And I'm Allie O'Neill. And you can find me at It's Allie O'Neill on Instagram. And we got a special guest today. It's Onika McLean.
Onika McLean, welcome.
I said it wrong. How you doing? Like I'm always trying to be a kid.
Boom, boom, boom.
No,
that's how I do it.
You're wrong. That is wrong. That's like at a clown. That's like at a circus. No.
I'm just kidding. I don't do any of this.
But you know what this is, right? Like the DJ thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the air horn.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a little bit of like laser sound in it.
Yeah.
Like pew. It's like
now we're doing animal noises.
I know. Now we're just doing different birds of the Northeast.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can listen to Onika's podcast.
Doing it.
Generation X to Z. It's great. You have it with your daughter, and then who else is on it?
Matt McCoy, another comedian out of Ohio. I wanted it to be like generational conversations, and then like cross gender, and then race. So to see just to like rev up the conversations, but it's the same old shit. Actually.
Yeah.
It's so nice your daughter's on it.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She is 24.
Sick. I saw this tweet the other day. I think that the generations need to talk a little bit more because they're just on such different pages about everything.
Yeah, we don't know.
And absolutely. And then like one of my favorite things is when there's like an article that comes out where it's like this 19-year-old said something crazy at Oberlin University. And you're like, yeah, dude, 19-year-olds say crazy shit, but then it's like in the weird like right-wing news being like, this is how everybody thinks now.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, they're just mad about a sandwich because they have no life experience. You know what I mean?
It's true. It's true. And they don't have their frontal lobes yet, so
No.
they're all special needs, but nobody wants to talk about that. That your brain comes in way later.
It comes in
know
when
what
you're
I'm
like
saying?
25.
Yeah, it comes in when you're 25, so all this
and
shit
it goes away right after 25. For real.
It goes away. It starts going away like 40. Like 40, you start
I
forgetting
think
stuff.
it's late 20s.
You think so?
Yeah, it starts going back down.
Okay, in what way?
You get dementia early? I don't know. It's true,
you don't start getting dementia when you're in your late 20s.
No, I don't really mean that.
You're saying it peaks and then it just
peaks around
declines.
25 and then it declines again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we're going down.
Wait, okay, maybe
down,
this is me making this up. Maybe it's because your brain is like, I don't need to learn as much new information when I turn 25. So then you start like not learning things as quickly, but then you have more time to
Right, because school is finished.
You're out of school. Yeah, you don't have to do
probably
it.
you're not pushing
You're
your
out of
brain.
practice, maybe.
So actually, if you're not pushing your brain, it's like any other muscle. If you're not using it, then you're losing it.
Yeah.
Sex, same thing. You got to like get in there.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Mine almost closed up recently. It was crazy.
Oh, mine fell out a little bit. You can fall down. It's called prolapse vagina. It's a thing.
Oh.
Like I lost a lot of weight and it like hung a little. I said, ooh, weight, Gwyneth Paltrow. I got me some
the losing weight?
It was because it was like flagging. It was doing something it wasn't doing before. I was like, it's a thing. It's called
like you felt movement?
Yeah, it was like, I was doing naked yoga. I know everything sounds like a bit, but it's not. You know, sometimes you have one of those lives. So I'm doing naked yoga because I lost mad weight. So, you know, I'm looking in the mirror and then shit was like, I was like, woo, wait, what's happening? I was like, my hoo-ah is lower. Like I was bigger, so I hadn't seen it, but... but I remember it being like a height, you know what I'm saying? And it was lower. And then I
didn't know it did that.
I Googled hoo-ha lower. And
then just a bunch of songs came up.
No, it's called prolapse vagina.
Yeah.
It's called prolapse vagina.
Wow.
Dude, I had a friend whose ass fell out because he drank so many V8 energies.
Oh, shit.
His asshole fell out of him because he had too many V8 energies.
Isn't that crazy? It could just like
so
detach.
bananas.
Wait, so this naked yoga, is it alone or do you go somewhere? It's like a nude beach type of
I would
situation.
love that. Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be cool.
Oh, it's just alone.
It was some
Alone,
real
okay.
narcissistic, oh shit, look at me kind of situation.
You have,
You
like,
gotta do
multiple
it sometimes,
mirrors.
I
though.
was like, wait a minute, I'm a bad bitch. Sometimes you have to say that to yourself because I mean, I've said
Absolutely.
you're a bad bitch a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
no different
undo
from
the work. Yeah.
There was a time when I remember being like, when I get an apartment by myself, I'm going to spend a lot of time naked. Not because, I don't know, just because I wanted to be more comfortable being naked.
Mhm.
It's like the same kind of
So
thing.
do you do that? Are you
Not
naked
well.
a lot?
Not as much as I should.
I'm too comfortable being
failing at
naked,
it.
I think.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah.
Is it because your stomach's flat?
Probably.
Okay, yeah.
Also, I grew up in a family where everybody was naked all the time.
Really?
I saw my mom's red bush so many fucking times.
Really?
Like uncountable number of times. My mom, she would do this. I've said this on the pod before, but my mom would do this thing where she'd be like upstairs and then she'd like call me for help. And then I would run up and then she'd be completely naked. She'd be like, "Gotcha."
Oh, she was flashing you.
Yeah, exactly. It was like a
Your
prank.
mother.
Yeah, and I was like, "Ma, what the fuck?" Like, I thought you fell and broke a hip
Did
or
she
something.
have a flat stomach?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, maybe she's just showing off. Like,
Yeah. No, all the women in my
still,
family are
kid.
shaped
This is
like
the only
barrels.
chance she gets is just with her kids.
Yeah, I know. Nope.
Somebody got to see this.
Yeah, I know. She's like, dude, it's closing up, so I gotta show
Or
my
it's falling
14-year-old
out.
daughter.
Or it's falling out.
Maybe it was falling out. I didn't get a good enough look because I saved myself. I was like, oh, you know, you
Yeah.
see your mom naked.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember flashes of it from when I was a kid, but
Yeah, only flashes.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up in a naked household.
no long
Household was
exposures
so
like that.
naked. It was so weird.
Yeah.
And then I was when I became an adult, I was like, isn't it normal just for all your friends to see your tits all the time? And then people would be like,
No.
no. And I was like, you guys haven't seen your mom's red bush a million times?
No.
You couldn't recognize your mom's bush in a lineup of 6 bushes?
Absolutely.
But I'm trying to think about
Absolutely,
my
I could.
mother's vagina. I think I could recognize it.
You could?
But I would have to look
could.
close, like with glasses, like. Because you know what it is. Like eventually, your body starts looking like your mom's, and you look at
Oh,
yourself.
yeah,
You're like, oh
yeah.
hell no, hold your stomach.
You just
in.
do a little matching thing.
I'm like, wait a minute, damn, I got a big back like my mother. Shit,
A big back.
I didn't know my back was big until one day somebody was like taking a video of me walking away. I was like, damn, like a linebacker. It's a big ass back you have, Onika. So now I'm trying to like make myself
like,
small. It
I'm a
doesn't
woman.
work.
Now you go shopping for pants that make your back look small. You're asking like the personal shopper to help you, and there's no pants that are like designed to do that.
Not backside back,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
real back.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay, no, like shirts and stuff. So now I just,
Oh, yeah.
now I know what to wear. No,
Yeah.
none of those. What is those halter things? Like no.
Oh, yeah, no, because that, like,
You're
it, like,
saying you have the same thing.
yeah, because I also have broad shoulders.
Yeah.
And, like, if you have, like, things that point this way, then it makes this
Yeah.
look wider.
yeah, I'm like, no, can't do that. Can't do
Yeah,
that.
you gotta wear shoulder pads.
Wait, what? Don't
What?
that make,
Why?
doesn't it make it
No,
look wider?
because it makes them wider, but then it, like, hides how wide they are. And somebody's like, shoulder pads, not like...
Oh, because shoulder pads kind of make them look a little taller, not this way.
Well, it makes them
Oh.
look bigger, but it just looks like you're wearing shoulder pads. It doesn't look like you have broad
It's
shoulders.
like wearing a really padded bra.
do you have shoulder pads in
It
that
hides what you
t-shirt?
have.
No. I just look...
Because now I'm looking like maybe
I'm
she
just
has
jacked
shoulder
for
pads.
no reason,
in
dude.
this-
This is my dog arm. It's huge. I have like
Why?
I have a 50-pound pit bull that I like have to
Oh,
walk all the
gosh.
time.
Mhm.
And so like the other day there was somebody with a rolly backpack and she was like charging at it and I was just like holding her and walking across the street and I was like, damn, I'm fucking so
Strong.
jacked.
Mhm.
Yeah, for
So
no reason.
let me see your other arm.
My other arm is probably not as impressive. Here, let me do one of these.
You gotta balance these
Oh
out.
yeah,
I know.
Yeah, so you got to hold them with the other arm too. Come
Yeah,
on.
hold on. All right, let me put my beer down. All right, so there's this one, which I think is like...
Oh,
I
Allie.
know,
Oh
dude.
my god.
That's
makes
so
the snail
dope.
Man, I gotta go to the gym.
And then there's this one, which is less impressive.
But do
yeah.
but do you lift weights and stuff?
No,
That's all dog?
it's all dog.
Jeez.
You guys should get a dog, and then you'll be so jacked.
Man.
Or a 50-pound weight.
Yeah, that's
I'd
true.
rather get a 50-pound
You gotta
weight.
take a 50-pound weight and drag it down the street
Yeah.
and
Every
have
day.
it try to chase somebody's cat. Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway.
let's
Did your
get into it.
did your daughter ever play pranks on you for April Fool's Day?
No, but I remember doing a telephone prank on their grandmother.
Mm.
She's deceased now, but she would always fill out those publishers clearinghouse sweepstakes things, but but now they act like that didn't even exist. They act like there was no Ed McMahon. I don't know. It must have been something shady with that. Because I went down this whole long YouTube like hellhole because they were saying, people saying that there was no publishers clearinghouses. That wasn't a thing. And I was like, I remember it. What are you talking about?
They're gaslighting you.
Yes.
Are they trying to do some kind of Mandela effect type thing?
Yeah.
This?
God.
Bernstein Bears.
I know.
It's not Bernstein.
It's Berenstain Bears, right?
Yeah.
Berenstain
Bears.
And I was like,
what was it?
It's Berenstain, like ST, like a stain on your pants.
Berenstain Bears is Berenstain? They weren't Jews?
That's what I was about to say. I was like, I swear to God, those bears were Jewish.
They weren't Jewish bears?
No.
Yo, my whole life has changed. Okay.
I know. But the Charmin bears are Jewish. So
okay.
I just made that up.
Okay. I'm like, are they? Now Winnie, we
did a report on this in school or something.
Yeah, and I'm like, which bears are Jews?
Yeah.
So we did a prank and we called her and act like that she won. And she was like so excited and it was so sad because
how much did she think
she was
won?
like $1 million or something like that. And she's you know what I'm saying? So that kind of like hurt her heart, right? And then she's like, why would you do something like that? It was like
she thought she could retire early and everything.
She was like bedridden and shit. We were real. I don't know. I'm a bad mom. I thought it was hilarious. Me and my kids did. I was like, that's some funny shit. Sorry.
I know.
That's funny.
I know. Sometimes pranks seem like they're going to be fun and good, but then
it makes people really mad.
Yeah.
Have you pranked anyone?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Oh, the reason we're talking about this, by the way, is it is April Fool's Day.
It is April Fool's,
but this will come out a little later. Logistics of the pod. Nobody cares. But I accidentally pranked my grandparents. The prank was meant for my parents.
Oh,
I told you this before?
Yeah.
So my grandparents were staying with us for like a week. It was April Fool's Day. I was like, I'm going to do it real big this year. And I got a bunch of refried beans. We had a dog at the time that pooped in the house all the time. He was awful. So I got these like refried beans and I put them all over the house in little piles, like late at night. And the plan was for my dad to wake up and be mad that the dog shit everywhere again. But my grandparents were staying and they get up in the middle of the night and take their medication and drink water and stuff like that.
Of course, because they could have died of a dehydration. They're not dumb. They're like, you won't wake me up, Lord. I got an alarm clock. Okay.
Oh, the other thing I did though is, you can put a rubber band around those like sink spray things.
Oh yeah, so when it turns on.
So when it turns on, you get sprayed.
Yeah.
So I'd done both of those things. My grandma goes to the kitchen to like try and take her medication and gets sprayed in the face.
And then has to clean up shit.
And then my grandpa walks into the bathroom. He thinks the dog shit everywhere. And then they cleaned up all the refried beans.
Your prank was ruined just by your grandparents being like real nice.
I know.
I just want to hear what your grandfather was saying to your grandmother. Like, we should have stayed home. This is some bullshit.
He's like, why are you wet?
This was your idea. This was your idea.
Why are you wet? And why is there shit everywhere?
This is how we raised them. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
What, are they raised in a fucking barn? This place is nuts.
Did you ever do a prank?
No, but I used to like bring frogs into the house all the time to scare my mom.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up?
Well, when I was in high school, I lived in this, I grew up in Boston, but then when I was in high school, I moved to this place called Rehoboth, Massachusetts, which is like farmland. It's like, literally it's a right to farm community. And like, there was like probably like football fields in between the houses. So like I spent a lot of my teenage years just like in the woods doing shit. And so I'd go find frogs. And then I would my mom would be cooking and I'd come in and put it on the counter and she'd be like,
That's you getting her back for showing you her pussy.
Yeah, I know. It was nuts. I would come up and she'd be like this. No, I'm just kidding.
I've never seen the inside. Now, come on.
No, I haven't either.
I looked at my own inside. I was like,
I know.
Guys are crazy.
You ever bend over in front of a mirror by accident?
You're like,
oh.
You're like, whoa, God, this is a lot.
Can I tell you this? I totally forgot about this.
Yes.
I have seen the inside of a grown woman's pussy in a photo on accident when I was a kid. Can I tell you the story real quick? Nobody I know now. It was like
somebody's
somebody's mom
magazine, like one of those sexy magazines.
No, it was pictures on her computer, like in a secret folder. But it happened in a weird way. I don't even know if I should tell you this.
Inside their vagina?
Yeah.
What's her name? Say it.
I don't remember her name. I was
got you, Carol. That's always somebody's mom's name, Carol.
That's the prank.
I know, yeah.
It was kind of it was a really weird day because I was like at this friend's place.
Yeah, of course it was a weird day.
Weird day. I didn't really know her that well. And we were like in her parents' room and she locked the door and she starts showing me all this stuff like Kama Sutra books, right?
Oh.
And I'm like,
wait. Your friend showed it.
My friend.
Oh,
not the mom.
No.
Okay, I was like,
I was like, you about to get set
up.
I
know. I was like, this feels like set up. Calling it a setup.
This feels like Catholic priest.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
It's about to be. This is grooming.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
So I think everyone's talking about grooming now.
I know. Whatever. Anyway.
Give the internet a new word.
I know. Yeah. Versus gaslighting.
It's kind of a soft word, you know?
For
doesn't
fucking
seem
kids.
that serious.
I know.
To say groom.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so your friend was showing
So my friend's showing me all this sexual stuff and I'm like 8 or 9, maybe even a little bit younger. So it's all like, whoa, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't totally understand it either.
Yeah.
And she like showed me her mom's vibrator and all this stuff. I didn't know what it was. I remember like touching it and then being like realizing like what it was kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean like, whoa, this is like
your mom puts this in her vagina?
I don't even know if I put that together, but I knew that it was like
why she stuck that to the wall and backed up on it? What's wrong with your mom?
It's funny knowing all of the mechanics.
Your
that being
mom's
like, why?
Your mom plugs this in. This is glass. Why does your mom want a glass one? This is really somebody blown glass. Your mom's sick.
Yeah, then I'll stop the story right after this. But the end, I was like, oh my God, this is like, I was like, I gotta get out of here. I wasn't like scared in any like, I was gonna.
You think she was trying to like hit on you?
No, I think she was just a kid that was like, I found this stuff, and isn't this stuff like taboo and cool? I'm gonna show my friends.
It's kid curiosity.
Yeah, I think it was curiosity.
Yeah.
And then she shows me these pictures on the computer, and I'm just like stunned because I like know I'm not supposed to see it, but again, I don't really know what I'm looking at completely. And then her mom comes home and bangs on the door.
Like, get out of my dungeon.
Yeah, I
know. Get out of my dungeon, kids.
You're not supposed to be in there.
Why are all these chains in here?
Yeah. Get out of mommy and daddy's dungeon.
Yeah.
There's like a gimp. There's like a guy in a gimp suit.
Yeah. Wait.
And the only
this is how I keep your father. You want to continue to eat, right?
Yeah.
He's sick.
He's a sick fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I remember about that friend is that and helping her put silverware into a tray once. Those are my two memories of this girl. Yeah.
Really?
We weren't like that close, but
oh my God.
That's all I know about her.
I know you got away from her once you saw all those things. So.
Oh, yeah.
Did you tell your mom?
No, I don't think I told anybody.
Oh, wow.
This is it. I'm telling people now.
Yeah, because this is the age where you like don't know what is going on, but you know that you shouldn't talk about it. Like you know there's something wrong about it, but you don't know like.
I didn't know what
you don't know the
information.
mechanics.
I wonder where people get that from. I guess just knowing right from wrong.
Well, I think it's probably like when you're like a really little kid and then you like they'll like little kids will like show their genitals to people and then they'll be like no right. And I think so it's like even if you don't know why it's bad, I think that bad. Kids learn that like this is private.
Stop doing that.
I know, because then it makes people weird about their bodies.
It
but
makes
then also
people
I don't
weird
see
about sex too.
And then here's the thing, I don't want to see a bunch of baby dicks all the time.
No.
Like you know how many times I fucking live in Williamsburg, and you know how many fucking times I've seen somebody taking their toddler to piss like just in a park.
I've seen baby dicks.
Yeah,
it's weird. Like, because when you said that, I was like, baby dicks.
You're going through the Rolodex.
I'm like, I have seen baby dicks. Like,
yeah.
not just changing Pampers, but just like
on
little
grown
boys.
Men?
Just
yeah,
a couple. Oh,
yeah.
Nobody wants to tell them, which is so crazy.
I know. Yeah.
It's so crazy. I don't understand that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think if they got a small dick and they're a good person, it's fine. But if you have a small dick and a bad personality, then I'm going to talk about it.
I think that when you have a small penis, it hardens your personality. I don't think that because the drive, like, so then you get the finance bros. They try to compensate.
Yes.
And so they're like,
they're compensating in an annoying way. Those
sometimes
guys.
It can go one of two ways because it can be they're like funny. or it can be that they like now are really into jujitsu.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But what I'm saying is something has to be amazing.
Yeah.
Because they have that reminder.
Yeah.
And we don't have that.
I know.
Like
true.
there's never a time that some woman was like, my vagina's just whack.
Yeah.
Nobody says that.
Because all that can happen is that it becomes more empty.
Right.
In there.
Yeah.
Nobody says that.
Nobody's like, my vagina sucks, dude.
That's true.
We don't have that.
It's because, I wonder, I don't know. I think I should have this conversation with my male friends and be like, what makes a vagina bad?
Smell.
Probably smell. But I wonder if there's
they still have sex with you even with the smell.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
They don't care if you have vaginosis.
Yeah, I think they're not as reliant on our situation.
I think they really, really, really like vagina. Like, like I do. Like, when I start to notice how some men allow people or women to treat them poorly, I'm like, damn, it's all because she really managed her vagina properly.
Yeah,
like, I mismanaged my shit, but I didn't know. I did it in the 90s. I had kids and shit. I was married all before my frontal lobe developed. I didn't even know that I had to wait for my brain. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I went to college as an adult with 2 children, and I had a psychology class, and the lady was like, when your brain comes in, and I was like 24. I was like,
and you're like, excuse me,
you're like, how did I do all this then?
Yeah. And you're like, I'm a kid raising kids. That's insane.
I was like, what? Wait, what?
I know, you shouldn't go through puberty until you're 25.
Yeah. I don't think that you should be able to do anything that you can't give back until you're 30, until you can get your brain together. Because even 25, you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
But at 30, it's like, that's something about that 29, you're like, oh, let me get my shit together.
Yeah.
This is wait, life could be long.
I know.
If you do it wrong,
dude, it really is that you have like no concept of how long life is.
Yeah.
Because you're like, it is very that, because like you're just like living day to day, like somebody who like just got out of rehab until you're like 24.
Yeah.
You know, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have no idea about long-term consequences.
I never thought about growing up. When we ask kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they say, oh, astronaut. They don't even know what grown up means.
Yeah.
Nobody does until you get there and you're like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, everybody else is faking how to be an adult.
Everybody else is pretending.
Yes. Yeah. It's not like you just come into something and you're like, nope, now I am a grown up.
Yeah.
You're like, what do I do with this anxiety? Like,
exactly.
You gotta go to therapy. Like, what about the depression? Gotta take some pills.
Yeah.
Like what? Like right? It's like all the things. It's like when you get your brain, then you realize what you need to do. That makes sense?
Yeah. God, it's so bananas.
Yeah.
I still feel like 2 toddlers in a trench coat all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I feel like a kid.
And then I'm like, I gotta do my taxes. And I'm like, who sees that?
Yeah. I still haven't done my taxes.
Neither have I.
You got 17 more days is what I saw on the sign today.
Oh my God, you're right. It is this month.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were like 17 more days to do your taxes.
Oh, Jesus Christmas.
I don't know why. Also, it's like, it's not that bad. But it always just feels awful.
Yeah.
And I stressed about it for months
It's like
before.
the vaccine. It's because they make you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you better do this. That's the only other thing, right? That you got to do by this certain time, and we're going to punish you.
Yeah.
Everything else, you kind of could just willy-nilly it around.
Yeah, no, that's true.
That's true.
It's like when you're a kid and your parents are like, you got to clean the dishes while you're cleaning the dishes.
Oh, yeah.
And now that pisses you off.
And then you're like, no, I don't want to do it.
You're like, before I wanted to.
Yeah.
Like you were enjoying it up until they said it's a chore.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And that's Republicans.
Maybe I like doing my taxes.
I mean, it depends on how much money you get.
If I go into it with that attitude, maybe I'll just get it done early.
Maybe I'll have a good time.
But I don't do mine. I send it to someone, but just getting all the
shit together.
Yeah. It feels hard every time.
But it's never hard.
It's never hard.
No, especially if you just have one W-2. If you have like a bunch of 1099s or whatever, then
I have a bunch of 1099s.
You got any assets?
Yeah.
Thank you, God, in comedy. Which someone sent me a 1099 for comedy, and I was like, they're lying. Like I had to go through. I was like, it's no way, because that's cash money.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but you still got to report on. But that's the problem with 1099s is that you have to pay the taxes after.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, unless you like fill out the forms properly. Yeah. But yeah, I do me and my brother's taxes every year.
Do you?
Because I'm a nice person.
Aww.
Yeah, because my mom used to do it, and then she died, and so now I have to do it.
She has the nerve
And that's
to
the
die.
biggest part of
I know.
That's what's so hard about the death.
Yeah, that's the hardest part about losing my mom is now I have to do my brother's taxes.
Yeah.
Like you have to be like his mom, kind of.
Oh yeah, because he's older than me, but he missed a lot of developmental years because he was in like juvie and then prison, and then he got it when he was like 22, so he missed a lot of shit.
Shit. I'm learning so much about you. You're supposed to be learning about me, right?
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm like,
Oh yeah, we got to do our story.
Oh yeah,
I was about to skip to the post. We got to do the story.
I know.
We don't have that much time.
I know. Jeepers crow. Sorry, we're just
I
talking
love
about
this top. So
Thank
pretty.
you. I got it from Zara.
Oh,
really nice.
I was like, it's springtime.
Yeah.
Let me do my thing.
Do you have you got a story for us?
When I was stupid?
Stupid
Yeah.
story. Or involved in something stupid.
Yeah, it could be like embarrassing, stupid, anything like that.
Yeah, I've done so many stupid things.
Yeah.
So I got married. That was dumb. Because my life is like one of those lives that it's always some bullshit. It's never a time that it's just not cool. So what's a crazy story that happened? Okay, so I just started taking edibles recently. Well, in a couple of years. I like to say recently, but it's been like 2 years now.
Yeah.
But anyway, it sounded like I was better than people when I would say recently. But anyway,
Yeah.
so I went to see my friend that was doing comedy. He's a new comic, and his name's Gordy. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go to Gordy's show. So I go to Gordy's show, and now it's time to go home. And I say to Gordy, Gordy, follow me home, right? Because I felt like a little drunk, I thought. And so I'm driving down. It's like 3:00 in the morning. I'm driving down the West Side Highway. I'm doing all this stuff,
geez.
but it's like it's no cops. It's like the lights are going. I'm good, right?
Yeah,
but you know how it feels when you're like when it's really late and you're by yourself, right?
Yeah.
So then I started noticing that somebody was following me.
Ah.
Right. So now I'm like, oh my God. So now, like, I grew up in the 90s where it was a bunch of drug dealing and stuff. I grew up in East New York. And I always used to think somebody was going to like shoot me in the head. Right. Right. So I was like, oh my God, not now. I'm like an old lady. Like somebody's like, I fucking drive by right now. Like, I can't, nobody's going to believe it. Like,
I know.
like they're going to be like, this some old lady, some young gang members. And it was probably somebody like 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got that bitch. So I am stressed out. Right. So now I'm just driving and I'm looking for a precinct. So now I'm in the streets, like down by like West 12th Street. Like I'm I'm looking for a precinct. Where are the precincts? So I'm like, where the fuck are the precincts?
You were just gonna park in a parking lot of a precinct?
They was gonna kill me. They was gonna kill me with the cops. Like in my mind, I was like, it was gonna be a shootout. Like it's gonna be the whole thing.
It's gonna be crazier than the end of Breaking Bad.
All over again. Like it's gonna be a whole thing, right? So then I was like, oh my gosh, but I am fucking panicked. I am panicked.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I call my friend Gordy and I'm like, Gordy, somebody's following me. And he's like, it's me, sis.
Oh yeah, because you.
Yes. And when I tell you, I sat there.
He's like flashing his lights at you for fun.
No, but he was just like turning hard, like he was doing all the crazy shit I was doing. I was like, this motherfucker's on my ass, and then I was like I'm out, like it's over, I'm out. Like
he like waves to you, and then you're like, he's brandishing a gun.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
I also
so
love how
funny.
you start this by being like, so I started taking edibles, and it's like, yeah, that'll do it to you.
It had to be because I would have known, like I would have not. I just totally forgot.
Yeah.
And I was like, he was like, it's me, sis, and I was like,
I love how
oh,
you
shit.
called him too to
Yeah.
be like, somebody's following. He's like, yeah, bro. You're like, we were hanging out all night. Like,
And this is your brand new friend. That's what you do to him. You're like, yeah, follow me. And then he's like, his life's in danger because he's speeding.
yeah, and then he's behind you being like, why is she pulling into a police precinct? And then he's like, oh shit.
Oh my God. But I mean, it's still fun. That was a fun, like, it's giving me fun experiences. Because you know what it is? I raw dog life. I never did any kind of drugs. Like, I started drinking like at 30-something.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
why was that?
because my mom used to do drugs. And I was like, hell no, won't be that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't want, nope.
Yeah,
my friends should be doing 40s and all kinds of stuff. I was like, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, because when you're a kid, you have that really black and white thinking where you're like, oh, if you do drugs, then you're gonna be mom.
Yeah. That part. And I was like,
yeah.
not me, get somebody else to do it. And I really missed out on some good times. I didn't even know that, you know, it was a dope experience.
Yeah.
It makes stuff like brighter.
But also, the flip side of that is like maybe when you're 30, you should start doing drugs because then you know how to do them correctly, and then you don't get in situations like that one time I got really high when I was 14 and then biked home, and then I went over the handlebars and gave myself a road rash.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was fine, but I was like,
yeah, but I mean, I think that it probably slows down your development too when you get high.
absolutely. Yeah, now I can't read.
You can't read?
Barely.
I have trouble with math, but that's because I had ADD and nobody knew it. I was like, wow.
Yep.
I had no idea that I had ADD.
Yeah. And you're like, wow, things could have been so easy for me.
Isn't it? It's like harder to diagnose in women too.
Yes.
They don't diagnose women.
Yeah, they barely do because the reason why boys get diagnosed is because like it comes out in like impulsivity in boys. So then they'll be like in the classroom like throwing a chair and they'll be like, this kid needs help. But then when a girl like just can't read, they'll be like, she's just dumb.
Yeah. Or you just have sex with people, you don't trust yourself, you just do things that you wouldn't normally do. Yeah. And your brain can't stay in the moment. Like having sex. My brain used to be like going all over the place. So it would have to have the music or candles. It better be Teddy Pendergrass. Like everything that says sex better be in the room. Or I am going to be like, look at that wall. Is that green or yellow? You know what I'm saying? Like that. And nobody tells you that part about ADD because I kept saying, maybe I was raped. Like that. I can't remember it. I was like, why do I keep disconnecting during sex?
You're
I think I was raped. And I will make that a thing. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was raped as a kid and I forgot.
Yeah,
like, that's what I thought.
Repressed memories or something.
ADD, and I didn't even know it. My nephew had it, and he's always like an asshole doing crazy stuff. Yeah, and then one day he came to my house, and they live in North Carolina. He came to my house, and he was chill.
Oh, because he was all drugged up.
Oh my God, what's up with Cameron? Like, why is he chill? And my sister's like, we got him tested. He has ADHD, and he has to take Focalin and blah blah blah. And I was looking like, I said, give me one of those pills, right? Because I mess with Cameron like the long way. That's my boy because I understand the bad behavior because I always had it. I could never control my impulses, ever. All my report cards just be like, Onika is so helpful. She goes around and helps other kids, but her work isn't done. Like, what's happening? Because I need to get up, right? Yeah. And then I took one of his pills one day, and then I took it the next day, and then Monday at work, I called my doctor. I was like, I need a test. Yeah. Because there's no way in the world that all my voices in my head stop talking. No way. Where did they go? Yeah. These bitches are so frustrating.
I know. Oh. Dude, I was going back to the sex thing. I was like fucking this guy the other day, and we were watching Seinfeld, and then we started fucking. He's like, I'm gonna put on music. So he had Seinfeld on, and then started playing music.
You kept watching Elaine dance.
Yeah, I know exactly. And I'm like, why am I getting fucked to Kramer right now?
And so you're not even there.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not even there.
And then I was like, dude, can you fucking turn one of these things off? I am overstimulated right now.
Overstimulated. Yeah.
What was the music playing to Seinfeld?
It was like, I don't know, some like R&B or something. And it was just like two completely different. It was like New York Jewy and then like sex having music.
Yeah. Okay.
And then this guy was like,
and then he didn't have it right yet, right? You gotta like focus.
I know.
A lot of
You're
things.
like, which beat are you on?
Yeah, I know. And then I was just like,
I'm out.
I got to do my taxes.
Yeah.
You're starting to get into it.
I should be doing my taxes. You see me, look at this. That's on my to-do list, not this MNF.
Yeah,
I get it. I totally get it.
Do you take medication now?
Now, yeah. But my brain tells me that I don't need it.
Of course.
So I'm always off it, on it. And so this, for a couple of weeks now, I've been like, trying to take it religiously.
Yeah.
Like first I was like, I'll do 3 days and then 4 days. No, I have to like get it in my system for real.
Yeah.
So I'm taking it now. And the people at my day job are like, this bitch, like I'm catching everything. Like, what about that? What about that? Like normally everything is just too overwhelming. I'm like, I don't care, figure it out. Yeah. And now I'm not figuring it. And they're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So, I need it, but yeah.
Wait, so earlier you said when you tried the pill from your friend, your thoughts went away.
Yeah.
Man.
They slowed down.
It's because there's like a million thoughts happening at the same time. Yes. And you're just like catching different trains of thought.
Yeah.
And it's different emotions.
Yes.
And you can go anywhere.
Yeah. Emotional regulation is a huge part of ADHD. Where you're just like, like today I cried watching RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, of course you did.
Because I was just like in my feelings about drag queens.
And did you have enough water? Because that's the other piece. Like if you don't have water, if you're not exercising, it's a whole thing. You have to like lower your brain down when you have ADHD. Like you really do. Nobody diagnosed me. That stuff is so crazy. I did not go to college because I was like, I'm not good at math. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. And
Yeah.
I didn't go until I was an adult because I was afraid of what the math class was going to be. And I still like failed it, but I didn't fail it to a point where I couldn't get a degree. I got a tutor and they kind of like worked it out.
And if you were on you weren't on medication at the time. But
I didn't know.
If you were on medication, then you probably would have like passed, like fine. You know, I was the same way with like reading and stuff.
And it messes up your self-esteem with it because you
just think you're dumb.
Yes, because well, never dumb because I'm black women. You know, we will never say that about ourselves, but not in public. But it's a microphone, bitch, and no. But I did not trust my decisions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, totally.
Decisions. And now, like, I'm like, oh, I just okay.
Yeah, you're like, I just need a little boost.
Yeah, but my mom has it too. And I could tell because I used to like look at how she operates. Like she would just turn the water too high so it could splash everywhere, and then she'd give us something. And I'm like, this is crazy. But it's like you need stimulation, but you don't know how.
It's about finding the Goldilocks zone of stimulation at all times. And then if there's not enough, then you can't focus. And if there's too much, you can't focus.
Yeah.
And it's like it sucks. I'm also. This Adderall shortage is killing me, baby.
So you do Adderall?
Fine to me.
Yeah.
Adderall? Oh, so I take Focalin. I try to do something that's not.
What is that? I've never heard of
Because it's just
that.
something that's not as stimulating, so it's not supposed to be addictive. Like
okay, yeah.
So yeah.
But here's the thing with fucking.
I feel like Adderall is too strong for me.
Well, I've been taking it for a few years, and I got in like a good groove of like knowing exactly what I need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I also started taking it when I was way older. I think, or not way older, but I was like, I was in college when I first started getting like treated for it.
Okay, cool.
Because I was diagnosed when I was young, but my brother also had it like a lot, and they gave him medication, but he didn't like the medication. So
it
then
made him sad, probably.
Yeah, exactly. Or it made him like feel weird. It made him not eat. Because I think that like kids who have ADHD, they need treatment, but it's like giving them drugs immediately is not the way to go because like. When I first started taking drugs, I had to learn how to use the drugs to my advantage. Because if you don't like put the work in to make them work, then you'll just pluck your eyebrows for 12 hours. Or you know what I mean?
Or watch all of everyone's story on Instagram until it's over. Until Instagram's like, it's done. You be like, for real?
Yeah.
Nobody else posted
every
anything?
story.
No, I follow like 5,000 people. Nobody else posted anything.
One time, me and Allie were out, and
oh my God, yeah.
I think it was related to like one time we were out, and I was like, okay, let's go soon, right, or whatever, and she's like, hold on, and then she opened up Instagram and she watched like 5 stories. And then she's like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I needed.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do anything until I watch these 5 stories of people who I don't care live or die.
Right. But I got to see if they lived or died.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But, like, yeah, I think that the drugs are really beneficial, but, like, I think there's other things that you can do for kids. If they're, like, super ADHD, then maybe, I don't know. It's just,
they have some natural stuff. I was trying to take some natural stuff.
Yeah, my doctor prescribed me these things that are, like, a mild stimulant, but, like, it's all natural.
Yeah.
But I think she was real hippy-dippy.
What is it?
It's like a...
I was taking some stuff called light or something like that. I got off.
Yeah,
internet, but
these ones are like vitamins, and like because it's natural, I have to take like 4 horse vitamins twice a day.
No, that's not gonna work.
And like in addition to my Adderall, but it like didn't work. It just made me feel weird, and I was like, I don't know. But she like loved it, and she was like, no, you got to keep taking them. And I was like, I don't want to do that.
If I had Adderall, I would have been married probably 2 years.
How long were you married?
17. I would have. I didn't know. I had
being
no
like, what was I
idea.
going to do? I was going to leave that guy?
I was going to be out.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah. It's the emotional regulation. You're like, things are really good right now, so that's how it always is.
Yeah. So let me just stay in this moment.
Yeah. Exactly.
I was like, wow. I had no idea.
Yeah. It's so banana. Yeah. How it like affects
sad.
like your emotions and shit. It's
I think that a lot of like women probably like when they're like in strip clubs and all those kind of things, I feel like oftentimes they may be having some mental health problems that nobody is diagnosing.
Of course.
And not just because sex work is a good thing or a bad thing. I don't mean like that. I just mean how much like stuff I did that I really didn't really want to do.
Yeah. The impulse
Just
stuff.
for the stimulation?
just for the people pleasing of people, because you think that people gonna go and never come back and something horrific's gonna happen. It doesn't make sense in your brain, but you know that you're trying to get rid of this anxious feeling, so you just do whatever you have to do to get rid of that.
Oh yeah, I do a lot of that stuff.
No, absolutely. Yeah, no, it's mad weird.
It is
with all the fucking emotions.
But I'm really glad that people talk about it now.
Yeah,
because like nobody talked about it.
No, absolutely, and like everybody's overdiagnosing and yada yada yada. I'm like, I don't care if like it doesn't take away from my shit if somebody else is like diagnosed and they're not.
But
like,
also,
I don't care.
Like if someone realizes they're struggling with something related, even if they're overdiagnosed, they're like noticing a problem that they want to work on. So who cares if they're overdiagnosed?
Yeah, totally.
Except for just like general stats, I guess, for the census or something.
But what about the census?
Yeah. That's what matters.
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like I'm happy that I know, but it's like, but I know that it's like a generational thing, and now I see it in my mom, and I see it in like one of my kids, and I'm like, you just need to take the medicine. Hell no, I'm just gonna relax and smoke weed. And I'm like, no, you really need this, because like not sending an email for a month is a lot.
Yeah,
every time people talk about this stuff, I'm like, I do all this.
Yeah,
I told you about that guy I went on a date with, and he had ADHD, and the whole time I was like, I am that guy.
That guy,
yeah. And I know what you mean when you see it in like other people in your family, because like my whole family, they're all like my brother managed his ADHD really well without medication, because he's a tree guy. He's like outside. He's a tree guy.
So you gotta see his tree videos.
That's what he does for work, is he like cuts down trees. And I found that like with my ADHD, doing physical things.
Yeah, as long as you're doing something.
Yeah, and my whole family is like
physical, repetitive too.
Physical, repetitive. Yeah. And it's like,
don't let me start cleaning out an email box. That's the first. This is the most important thing in the world.
I know. Yeah. And then it's like the next day. And you're like, what the fuck?
Why did I do that? Yes. People, they need something.
I know. And that's the
poor
thing.
Poor kids that have to deal with that.
I know. These poor kids where their whole world is the internet.
And that just like, all that stimuli. That's
so horrible.
It's a lot.
It should run out. The story should run out. The video should run out.
No, they should cut off. It should be like TV back in the day.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
It just goes to snow. Yeah. Your phone just goes to snow, and you're like, I guess I got to go touch grass or something.
It should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would actually really like that.
Yeah, me too.
And then I would choose things I actually want to watch instead of all these pig videos they're sending me. It's all pigs lately. Are you getting these?
No, I'm not.
You act like your algorithm, like Instagram is doing your algorithm for everyone.
No, you know what I get?
Like they're just sending me.
You know what I get? I think they just want to keep me like a bitter old lady.
Yeah.
Because I always get the reason why black men don't like black women, and I'm like, really? Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? Then I get all excited. I start commenting and shit. First of all, and I get that all the time, and then I realized I was like, oh, this is the algorithm pissing me off.
Yeah.
I don't care about this.
And then you engage with it, so it's like, oh, Onika wants to see more of this.
It pissed me off. That's why I'm like, oh my God, that's what I see.
You gotta scroll fast. Sometimes like it'll show me a pig video, right? This is totally different, but it'll show me a pig video, and I want less pig videos, so I don't let myself watch for more than a few seconds. Because I'm like, I gotta change my algorithm.
Trying to spam the pig videos.
I'm trying to get them to be like, she doesn't like pigs anymore.
But when did you start?
I don't know. It just I think they know I like animals, and I saw a few pig videos. I watched a few of them repeatedly.
Dude, my entire algorithm is baby cows.
Yes, I got a lot of baby
videos
cows.
of dogs, and then also people who have no idea that they're on social media. It's like people who are like looking at their camera and they're like, Karen, I made a mistake. I want to get you back. And it's like the worst lighting and the worst angle. And I'm like, you just have no idea how to use social media.
Will you send me some of those? I want some of that.
Wait a minute. So the algorithm is racist. Let me tell you why. Because you guys are saying things that make you laugh and happy.
Yes. Yeah.
And I am not saying things that make me laugh and happy.
Yeah.
Really, Chat GPT? Like, really? What are we doing? When do we evolve from the bullshit?
It's like the, remember that Twitter?
Everything's racist. Here we go again.
Remember that Twitter bot
heard it
that
here
came
first.
out with a few years ago, and it became racist so fast?
Yeah, because it learned
because it was
from
based
the
on
internet.
like people's biases in the world.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
That's the same thing.
If we create robots that are like artificial intelligence that learn from humans, they're gonna learn the same biases that we have in society.
Oh, so your robot's gonna be like this black bitch. First of all, huh?
Yeah.
Huh, Siri?
I know.
Like they're gonna be like ChatGPT is gonna be writing reports, and it's gonna be so like the stuff they're saying about history is gonna be so messed up.
It's gonna become Jordan Peterson or something.
But you gotta use it though. You gotta try to use it a little bit.
Have you tried it?
I have tried it.
ChatGPT? GPT?
Well, I tried it through Canva.
Feels like the wrong order, huh?
I tried it through Canva.
Yeah. I didn't know you could do that.
And it was called like Magic Write or something. So it was cool. It was very rudimentary. Like I was like, I would never use these little elementary.
Like it writes copy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just started saying, I was like, hey, I want to write 2 tweets about this lipstick line.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I got gifts for you guys, and I left it in my car. I have this
body
sticks. No, body butters. I have these body butters.
Oh.
I'll give them to you. And I want to do it on screen. Damn it. Hey, can you producer run to my car? No, sorry, producer man. Sorry, Connor. Okay.
Wait, what was I going to say? ChatGPT.
I was talking to Micah Fox, and she was like, I sometimes use ChatGPT not to like actually write things, but to like generate ideas.
Yes,
yeah, but that's
Lucas
what they do.
does that too.
Yeah, and so it's like it can like help you like crack open like a premise or something.
But not just for comedy, just for even work.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, could you write me a 5-point manual for such and such, and it's not gonna write it for you, but it'll be like, you're gonna need to have this in it, and that in it, and that in it, and that in it. You'd be like, all right, I got it.
I gotta try this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to pay
Maybe I
for
could
it.
have it rate difficult text message conversations that I need to have.
Yes. So listen. So I was on TikTok because that's my shit, and I was on TikTok
Being fed negative videos that you
Yeah,
don't want to see.
negative videos, but now, but what I like about one thing, Siri. I said to Siri to show me a video on such and such, and it opened up TikTok.
Yeah,
That's weird.
Wow.
It would normally open up YouTube, or it would normally open up like something on Google. It opened up TikTok.
Oh my God.
So something's changing.
Something's changed.
I just needed to
Meta's
tell
gonna buy TikTok.
I just needed but I just needed to like say that part.
Yeah.
I just need to say that.
The robots, they're communicating and they're all
Oh my God.
coming together.
But I watched on TikTok, and this woman wanted to break up with her boyfriend, and she said she did to the ChatGPT, I want to break up with him, and these are the reasons, and can you write a formulated text message to such, and then it wrote it, and then she just edited it, and then
my
she
God.
said,
That's honestly.
then I don't have to send these to you anymore.
I still want to see them. We do this all the time. We're like, all right,
Is
is
this
this
good?
okay?
I don't like this guy. I'm ending it. Is this good? It's
you
always
don't
the same
have
message.
to. You could just ghost. Why?
I always say it.
Well,
I just
after a
block.
certain
If
amount
it's
of
been
time.
a few dates, I'll say it.
I have been on a trip with somebody and then came back and been like,
Really?
Nah, I'm good, son. Out of here. I owe you nothing. I do. Like, well, first of all, my ADD would be like, they would talk me back into being with them.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
yeah.
So
I will believe anything someone says if they have enough positivity. If there's like 5% good interactions,
yeah.
I'm in.
Don't let them cry or something
Yeah.
like that. Oh, I was just, and I was about to, give you a ring. Like I would go right back in. And so no. Like
Yeah.
I just cut the communication.
Yeah.
And because I don't want to have to explain how I'm not feeling comfortable in this moment.
Yeah, and so they don't have to like pull you back in and try to convince you.
They
That's
will
the
pull me-
worst
They will
place
pull
to
me
be
right
in.
back into it.
Ugh.
They be like, "Hey, you want crab dip? Yeah,
I know. Yeah,
Yes, I do.
I don't need more than that. Like
I
just
know.
like one little offer. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna give
That's
you
all I
crab dip,
deserve.
and you were like, "Damn, I'm getting crab dip." Like he didn't have to give me crab dip.
Yeah.
He could have just, and that's my other brain, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
all the rest of those voices, they start saying shit like, "You lucky for the crab dip."
Yeah.
You got other one. Remember when you was 19? People like, well, crab dip it is. Let me just still be with you.
Yeah.
Like,
You have like a whole board of people in your
yes.
mind that are like arguing for what should happen.
it's like a PTA.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. You ever been to like a PTA meeting and everybody got this thing, everybody got these different positions and shit. Like it's
Yeah.
Barbara
Yeah.
and it's Carol and it's Anita. And
Yeah.
like everybody had like some pattern, right? That's just how my brain is. And when I
Absolutely.
first did an edible, right? and not my first exact time, but I did an edible and I was home and I laid down because I wanted to just experience what my brain was gonna do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my God, like all the voices slowed down and they all had a position, but the position was they always thought they were doing what was best.
Ah, yeah.
And it made me trust myself a little more.
Wow.
I was like, I'm not trying to set myself up.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, like it may be a bad idea, but it comes from the place of
good
I
intention.
think that this will keep us safe.
Yeah.
And it's like different parts of you arguing for like that interest. Essentially, it's like it's like a bunch of lawyers.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does feel like that sometimes.
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
And two children though, like
yeah.
like a juvenile delinquint that's like, fuck it, take the condom off. You're like,
Yeah.
no, wait, you didn't even ask to take this condom off.
Put a frog on the table.
Why?
Mom will love it.
Why are you taking off condoms? He did not say take the condom off. We could get AIDS. What's wrong with you? Like everybody else, like, what's wrong with her? She always says crazy shit.